Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox. You're on the panel. Is that man, Bridgeman? And my mate, the Fox. How we doing, gents?
Well, can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Is it still alive?
Hello, good evening.
Good
How you
evening,
doing,
Foxy.
mate?
Good evening, guys.
I just noticed that my big mucker's still no out yet, Fox. So all the best to Proxy Teddy. Hope you get home soon, mate. Yeah?
Aye, I think he's getting good news to get out tonight.
Oh, excellent.
I seen
That
a
is
message
good
in the
news.
lobby there. I think they're talking about tomorrow, but hopefully it can be sooner. Anyway, we're building up to, as Bridge would say, and the next game's the most important of the season. An away game at Tynecastle on Sunday, which is very, very important for us, Fox.
It's another game that we must win, and I think we will go there and come back victorious.
Yeah, biggest game of the season, Oxy. Biggest game of the season, 100%.
Aye, everyone knew, Bridge. I mean, we've been saying it for
Will be.
a long time.
It really is. That's the way our season has been. That's the way it's been started from the start right through. Every game, next game's the biggest of the season. And as long as we win it, we'll get there.
It's fantastic. I mean, obviously, I've been saying for a while, we won this game and then we win against Ross County Wednesday. At the same stage, the last season will be 17 points and so many goals, better half. Great start, but it means nothing. We've got to keep going and doing it, but put Sunday's game at bed and we move on, and the roller coaster will just keep cranking up, Bridge.
Oh, absolutely. And long may it crank, as they say. It's really wonderful being a Rangers fan, because there's this whole set of nerves that are jangling. You know, you go and you sit at Ibrox, the last couple of games at Ibrox, and we haven't been great. We haven't been firing all cylinders. We're the better team on both occasions, but you know, it's like we could have been really should have beat these teams like 3-4-0. You know, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's no stumbling because we're just not getting the ball in the net. That's all it is to it. You know.
Well, Fox sent me a stat yesterday, and obviously I read it about it today about the Katic and Goldston defence partnership, mate. I don't know if a lot of people had picked up on that, Fox.
What was that about our clean sheet thing?
Aye, clean sheets. Just like staying in your house, always clean sheets.
I am to read it on follow, to tell you the truth. Somebody put up a wonderful post giving out some stats that Rangers' present team has had the record amount of clean sheets, over 39 games, even better than Dick Advocaat, even better than Walter Smith. In fact, it's a record going away back to the end of World War II, mate. That's how well that defence is done, and it's been slated most of the season. Tav can't defend, Goldson's a nightmare, and everything else that goes on about it, but that's some record to have.
I think you're being a bit cruel on the Rangers fans. They're not saying he can't defend. He's not the best defender, maybe, but they're like him. Most Rangers fans like Tav. Sorry, Fox. The
stats tell you different.
What?
Well, the stats tell you that.
No, I'm saying if you look at Tav's game, the fans watch him and he's really good at going forward. His weakest part of his game is his defending, but he's still a good defender. In anybody's language, he's a good defender.
I wasn't particularly picking on the Rangers fans. I'm just more or less stating that's what's been said, mate. You know.
Oh yes, but I mean, we know.
No, everybody can be like you, Bridge, and be an all-rounder, but.
Well, you know, if you listen to what's being said from the other side of the city, we have got no decent players on our team at all. Not one of them. And yet, here we are, the last two games we played against, we played them off the park twice. They got an offside goal. The second one, we beat them 2-1, and they got another cheeky goal that should never have stood, handball into the net. I don't know how many times we're going to give them the lead, letting them get the lead and beat them, that kind of thing. Really and truly, The press they've got is tremendous, isn't it, Oxtail? You've got to take your hat off to them.
Don't worry about Hollycon FC. Don't worry about them.
I wouldn't say there was too much between the squads, although the press give all the plaudits to them across the city. Man for man, I don't think they've got a better player than we've got.
I don't think so either, Fox.
The squad might be a bit deeper, but they've been at it longer in real terms of having a first team squad. I mean, we've had to rip it up, start again and start again. I mean, Gerrard, who's left? Who regular plays now? Ryan Jack, Morelos, Tav. That's about it, isn't it? Everybody else is new, isn't they? Yeah.
Aye.
So that's an 18-month. Anyway, don't worry about them, Bridge. Don't worry about them. If it's going to be in like last night, we might get a few callers. So we had the press conference today, maybe here. Hopefully, no more injuries, Bridge. Hear how the gaffer is, and then we'll bring boys in. How's that sound to you, Bridge?
Excellent, bud. Brilliant.
What about you, Fox? You all right with that, mate?
I'm always all right, mate.
Well, how are you doing, mate? Are you all right? I'm a bit worried about you.
A wee bit mentally unstable, but we're not allowed to talk about mental illness, you know.
Right, no, it's not a subject we would like to discuss on here, mate.
No.
You know what I mean? No, not at all, mate. How are you?
I'm fine.
Right, okay. Are you sure?
He's very grumpy, Oxtail. He's very grumpy.
He's stopped hanging about with the rest of the dwarfs, mate. Right, get yourself on mute. I'm all here for your manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
Yeah, it's good. Not too bad. We've got a couple of kicks and a few people with tight muscles, but don't anticipate anyone to miss the weekend's game.
In terms of James Tavernier, have you got a on date when we expect him back?
Not an exact date, but he's progressing well. So now he's obviously starting to work out on the bike and in the gym. And I'm sure he's about to break into a jog at some point. So that's positive news. And he got a good report from the surgeon. Had his stitches took out. So yeah, we're a lot closer than we were. Greg again will miss the weekend. He's got an outside chance for Ross County. Phil is off crutches now. He's walking about, so his rehab's begun. But that's going to be a slow burner.
What are you expecting from that challenge?
We expect a slightly different challenge in a few ways, because I think a manager's come in and changed the style, changed the philosophy, and changed quite a few players. So it'll be different in that way, but obviously the environment will be the same. The personnel in terms of the squad isn't much different. I think they've brought one or two in. So it'll be a tough game, tough challenge. A team that has took points off us in that recent fixture. So it's a team we've got respect for. It's a venue we've got respect for. And we'll have to be at our best, because we wasn't last time, and we suffered a bit of a setback.
Can you look to that fixture even though they have a change of manager now? Can you look at players?
No, I think it'll be different. I think each game's different, even against the same opposition. They'll probably play a different formation. Personnel will be different. I'm expecting my players to be better. We will be different as well in terms of the team from that day. So no, I think it'll be a completely different game.
This game is 100 in charge of Rangers. How do you reflect on your time within your highs or any particular high that sticks out?
Look, it's been a journey that I've thoroughly enjoyed from a personal point of view. Massive job, massive club. Really enjoyed the ride so far. Been a lot of ups, been some downs. Exactly what I expected, but I'm sitting here just as I was on day one, as hungry and as ambitious as I was when I first done my first media press conference, and hopefully I'm still around for the next 100.
Have you changed in any way, Stephen, in terms of the way you've developed, or is it just a case of learning as you go?
Yeah, I'd like to think I've grown. I'd like to think I've tried to learn from the mistakes I've made. I'd like to think I've done some things okay along the journey as well. But I think that's down for you guys to judge. You are the professionals, judging how people's tenures go. So that's over to you guys, really.
Is it exciting when there's still more to come, potentially?
I believe there's still more to come from this team and these players. I think we've got a real ambitious group. We've been through a lot so far in a short space of time that I'd like to think we've learned from. 100% we've progressed, and we're better than what we was when we first come together. We've added some fantastic talent to the group who've helped us massively, and that will continue. It never stops. Win, lose or draw, this club always tries to move forward and tries to grow and become stronger, and that's what we'll continue to do.
A lot of commentary when you got the job was about the lack of experience, but 18 months on now, do you feel like you've left that, if you want to use the phrase, a rookie manager team, left that sort of tag behind you?
No, I don't think so. I'm still relatively young and inexperienced. I think people who said I lack experience and I didn't have experience, that was right. There's only one way to get it, and that's to get in there and face the experiences and face the challenges, and that's what I've tried to do. Myself and my staff, we were a new group together, but we're all ambitious people, we're all hungry, we all don't mind the challenge. We've done ever so well to get to where we are so far, but there's still a lot of work to do, and we're all aware of that.
What's the biggest lesson that you've learned along this history?
I don't think there's just one. I think when you're at a football club like this and you're playing games every 3-4 days in all kinds of different competitions, different contrasts to challenges, you're learning lessons every single day. Learning lessons about yourself, about your players, about the people around the club. So I think that's an ongoing process that won't change.
Was there a lot of things that maybe surprised you or you didn't expect moving into management that have happened?
No, I think there's been a few things, I suppose, but I think it's everything I expected. A lot of pressure, big responsibility, a job that goes around the clock. I think if anyone's got any ambitions of going into coaching or management and think they can put a time on it, forget about it, because it's a job that your phone and your work goes around the clock, sometimes through the morning, late at night, first thing of the morning. I think maybe that's one part of it that has surprised me and shocked me a bit, that you don't get away from it. It's difficult to switch off even on an international break or a winter break. You're constantly either on the phone or you're constantly checking up on your players, how they are, where they are. It's a job that goes around the clock, and a certain Jurgen Klopp warned me about that, and he was very right.
You said you'd like to be here for the next 100. I know it's speculative, but is there anything that you would have liked to achieve at that 200 mark?
Anything I would have liked to achieve in the first 100 that we've just done or we're about to do?
In terms of going forward, what would you be aiming to achieve if you...
Exactly the same before the ball was kicked, is to be successful as a Rangers manager. I think we've come very close to getting that first bit of success. We've had success in terms of European qualification and progressing, which is a massive achievement from where the club was. But I know and you know that you get judged at this club of trophies. That hasn't changed. Before the ball was kicked, I knew what I was signing up for and what the pressure would be on me. That hasn't changed going into the next 100. That won't change, sorry.
Has there been any updates in terms of ins and outs in the window?
So Robbie was confirmed at Livingston, as you know, and he's gone and had a real positive debut. But in terms of being close, ins or outs, I'd say no. I know there's a lot of speculation about some of our players at the moment, but we've had no bids. We've had phone calls and this, that from all kinds of different agents about ins and outs, but there's nothing for me to report on in terms of being close in or out.
Alfredo Morelos got another club this week. Is it a case of once again reiterating not in this window or for the foreseeable?
He's not for sale. Nothing's changed on that, but when we'll see it again in 2-3 days, we'll speak about a different club. So it's just one of them things.
Steve, you spoke after the game on Wednesday night. You kind of understood the fans' frustration that it was just one. There wasn't 3 or 4, but it is 6 wins in a row. If you look before the winter break, do you feel there is momentum in your squad? You're still in a really good place.
Oh yeah, for sure. 6 on the spin, and if you go back over the stats, I think we've suffered 1 defeat in over 20 games. So we know we've been posting consistent results and performances. We know we're in a good place, but we also are aware that every challenge is different and it's going to be tough. St Mirren came here, they were very disciplined, they set up really defensive and made it difficult for us, but we solved the puzzle and the challenge, and it was job done, tick the box and move on to the next game. But from now till the end of the season, every game's going to be tough in a different way.
I just want to ask about the man next year. He's been playing slightly wider. Do you feel that is his best position at the moment?
I'll have to correct you there because he hasn't been playing wide. He's been playing as a number 10 with freedom to go and express himself and to be in the centre of the pitch, on the left of the pitch, on the right of the pitch, wherever he feels he can go and cause trouble for the opposition. We want to release him from any burden in terms of tactics. So that's where we feel like we can get the best Joe Aribo, and I think his form, certainly over the last couple of months, has been fantastic. And I think we're talking about the top talent here, the reason why we tried ever so hard to get him here in the first place.
Jermain Defoe shows class with that goal. In terms of his future, is there any clarity you can give us on whether obviously he's loading runs out at the end of the season, he's also got a contract at the end of the season? Can you give us clarity?
There'll be some news in the next day or two.
Good news, sorry?
I hope so.
How has he been, if it is the good news that we all expect, how big a round would that be for you to keep going with?
Massive. He's so important to the team and the squad. He's so important to the club because the way he behaves on and off the pitch. Typical Defoe goal the other night, where he's in the right place at the right time and gets, he's the quickest to react. And that's not luck or fluke. He's been doing that over the past couple of decades. I think he's absolutely fantastic for the likes of Joe and Glenn Kamara, the younger lads in the group, someone to aspire to and look up to. And he plays a pivotal part on and off the pitch. So it's massive. And I'm so happy that in a couple of days or a day or two, we'll get some good news on that.
Do you think as a striker he's made Morelos a better player as well, just being in and out and playing with him?
I don't think Jermain will take any credit for that, but I'd certainly say there's an element of it, yeah. I also think Jermain's someone who's trying to help him around the place to become a better person, how he lives his life, his professionalism. I think Jermain's perfect for Alfredo.
Do you think he's in some ways taking some of the pressure off Alfredo? Because knowing that if Alfredo's not scoring, there is somebody there to come in and sort of lighten the load and that sort of goal scorer.
And I think when you're talking about the squad and the challenge for all of us over the course of a season, I think they take pressure off each other. And that's what good players do. And it's also something that the likes of Joe and Ryan Kent and the other attacking players, your Scotty Arfields and the lads that are coming off the bench of late, need to take some pressure off Jermain and Alfredo as well. So it swings and roundabouts and that, but I think they've both been good for each other. Two excellent players in their own right, very different. But one thing they've got in common is they both score goals heavily.
So what was your first experience like at Tynecastle?
It was a difficult one to take because obviously the result wasn't what we wanted, but we just want to get the chance to rectify what we did the last time and just come out and be better.
In terms of the Tynecastle's venue, how does it rate to the grounds that you found here? Is it more intimidating the way the stands are? It's quite close to tight pitch. Is it one of the more intimidating grounds?
They use it as a big factor for them, and you can see like with it being close and whatnot, it is a bit intimidating, but you can't use it as an excuse, and you just got to be better than last time.
I suppose playing week in, week out, the noise at Ibrox will certainly help you going to an environment like that.
Yeah, definitely. With the noise at Ibrox, that's the worst place to go to for opposing fans. So we know that with the backing of our fans there, then we can just be confident.
Jonathan, talking about the freedom that you've been able to have on the pitch over the past few months, do you feel that's when you play your best football?
I just want to go out there and express myself like the gaffer says to me, and that's all he says to me before a game, and I'm just happy that I'm able to do that.
Joey talks about that freedom. Do you feel you're starting to make that number 10 role you're up?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. You got to get the chance to play in a position and grab it. So I just want to keep being able to grab that position.
Scottish football harder to get to grips coming up from the Championship, just with the physicality and pace to get up. Does it take time to use it?
Yeah, definitely, because we know how aggressive and how fast it is. So it was definitely one thing I had to learn, and I'm just grateful that I'm able to have caught up with it and now can perform.
You also have to learn about mentality as well, but it's relentless. You have to win every week now, especially in the way the title race is.
Yeah, that's one thing I've always said, like, the fans, they're just ruthless. They want to win every game, and it has to be by a big margin. So I know every week I have to perform, I have to be the best that I can be, and we have to do that as a team also.
Is that a good pressure to have when you know every training session you have to give it your all, and then every game give it all?
Definitely. It just makes you a better player and a better person, because you know if you're sloppy or if you're not at your best, then you'll come out the team. So it's good pressure, and it's what you need to be the best that you can be.
You've got a pretty hectic schedule the next couple of months. I suppose coming from England and playing the sort of amount of league games you do in League One, that's no surprise to you. It's no different to what you're used to.
Yeah, it's no different. It's going to be the same.
Is it easy to handle that sense, given that you're used to that sort of twice weekly?
I say as a younger player it was a bit harder because you're still growing and whatnot, but I say now because I've experienced it, it'll be normal now. So
How hard is it to prepare for a game at the weekend when you're only perhaps getting 1 or 2 training sessions to work on the opposition?
Yeah, it just shows that we have to have a quick turnaround, because we can't dwell on the last result or the last game. We just got to move on and think about the next fixture that's coming.
Do players prefer that Wednesday, Saturday, constantly playing games, or do you like that sort of break where you can really get into the training field, get your tactics sorted and whatnot, have that week to prepare?
It depends really, because if you have a bad performance the week before, you'd want to get out and get into another fixture, whereas it's harder to improve and work on tactics because you have less time to work on things. So it just depends really.
I suppose in this winning cycle with this mentality, you've got you don't want games to come thick and fast because of the way you're playing and the momentum you've built, I suppose.
Yeah, momentum's a big thing, and if you're winning, you just want to keep playing and keep the games coming thick and fast so that you can keep winning.
That position you're in now, do you have to take a different approach to playing with Jermain than you usually do playing with Alfredo?
Yeah, we know what Jermain can do, and we know what kind of striker he is, whereas Alfredo is very different to him. So you have to adapt to who you're playing with, and that's what we have to do.
How important is having somebody like Jermain being for you here at the top situation you've moved on?
Yeah, he's massive. You can see what he does for us, and like Gaffer said, me and Glenn. You can just see how professional he is. He's the first one in, the last one to go home, and it's it just shows why he's still able to do what he's doing even at the age he's at. So
is he taking you under his wing a wee bit?
Yeah, a little bit. We call him Uncle, so yeah.
Are you there, Uncle Bridge?
I'm not, pal. I'm not. Yeah, I call him Uncle. That's quite good, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll get some ribbon now, Defoe, for that one, eh?
He will indeed. Hello,
cool.
Uncle.
just as well his name's no Tom.
Oh, well, there you go. That was a really nice interview there. Really, really cool. Well done, our manager. Well done.
The boy Arrivo comes across as a really decent fella, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Oh, he's marvellous young lad. And, he's in the right place. Believe me, he's in the right place. He's got qualities. We've seen them. He shows us them. And, I'm not saying when he gets his feet right, but he'll get a season under. Once he gets a season under him, he'll be a far better player as well. He'll get to know what Scotland's about and the way, the way Rangers are treated with this, that and the next thing. He'll be a great player for us. Seriously,
we're looking forward to the summer.
Yeah, well, yes. Yeah, I think that the experience at Europe, all the things the experiences that Rangers are giving him. He's been to a cup final, which is amazing.
Football.
Sorry, pal?
International football.
He's getting international football. So all the things that a young man would like and a young footballer would like is a possibility of happening for him. He's getting all the experience. He's playing in front of getting close to 50,000 people in every home game. And there's a massive 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 fans follow them religiously. Unless it's to Livingston, you might get 10,000 going to Livingston, for instance. So You know what I mean? He can see all that, and he's part of that now. And all he needs to do is settle in and enjoy his football, and he's starting to do that. I just wish he would have a shot more, because I like him shooting. He's a nice toucher, and ready to smash the ball.
Fox, you've enjoyed them from day one. You were maybe ahead of the pack. You liked them first up, didn't you?
I wasn't ahead of MD, but MD that watches football can see the boy's got a lot of skill. He's got good pace, terrific left foot, and as I said maybe earlier on this season, I think we'll see the best of Joe Aribo next year.
All right, mate, all right. I'm sure we'll talk about Steven Gerrard's interview. I think he's playing it well. He's playing it low key, and I know some of the questions he gets asked would, well, he must get fed up with him, but he handles them well, Fox. So we'll be joined by a few callers now. So if people want to join us, what's the number, Fox?
Number is 0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
You can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online. I couldn't get out there. And Old School Blue look after you, bring you in, enjoy yourself. It's good.
All right, have you got any new contracts right up for the boys, Fox? That young Stardog, I think he's earning his wings. And JFK, well, I think we'll just keep him as a YTS at the moment. Bridge, what do you think?
That's quite good, that one, by the way. Very good. I like it.
YTS, Young Temple's Kirby. That's it. He tried to tell us he's
Young Temple? Oh my God.
That's Max Mob.
That's it.
Right. I wonder if that Stardog will get a better deal than us, Bridge.
Doubt it. I thought Foxy was arguing with him when I first came in. I thought the two of them were arguing. Maybe he's going to get sacked. Only joking, of course. Only joking.
Anyway, we've been joined by JFK. Evening, JFK.
Young Temple Scurvy, man. A bunch of pussies.
Now, what's your language? There's ladies and...
Pussycats.
Right.
Come on. Mac's in the lobby there. What are you saying that for?
Young Mac will be after you.
That's terrible.
Used to give him a good paste in the old tunnel under a canal, man.
Oh.
Takes you back.
Taking him a good paste.
Man. We used to have a square go with them before we went in with the Bluebell boys and all that. Come on. Partick boys, we are here. Knightswood Fleetwood, oh, they were all dads. Oh, there you go. Anyway, here's something you forgot to mention. Wally Henderson, birthday today.
Well, we've not forgot to mention it. We've just not got there.
Well, I'm going to mention it.
Okay, thanks for the call.
That's okay then. YTS.
YTS. I can't think anything else with YTS.
I could see a few things, but I get myself into trouble.
But
if I said pussies and I get myself into trouble for that, you need to let me finish my sentence. Another cracking presser by the gaffer today, and as usual, silly questions he gets asked. You know,
he plays it low key. Yeah, he plays it low key. I think there's something happening, mate. There's something bubbling. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Well, I would like to think so, because I tend to think that all we're going to do is sign Jermain Defoe in this window, because I still think we need a couple of players to finish the job for 55. But I'm
not necessarily saying we'll sign somebody that's going to come in, but there's something.
I'm hoping there is. I would be really disappointed if we don't. You know, I hope there's a wee gem out there that we bring in, because for me, Jermain Defoe just...
he's there, isn't he? He's there.
He's already there, so it's not a signing as far as I'm concerned, but I still think we need to freshen up. I think we've got enough in the pool, but I'm still concerned about Alfredo going forward. But the gaffer looked a bit perplexed with some of the questions he's getting asked again, but he deals with it well. You know, he's making the act to say another stupid question for another stupid man, you know.
Talking about wee gems, we've been joined by Stardog. How are we doing, Stardog?
Hello. How you all doing?
Hi, Stardog.
You alright?
Alright yourself?
Aye, no bad, mate.
Whatever
just listen about that.
Don't sign the first one he gives you.
Okay. negotiate a bit. Is that what you're telling me?
Watch is not a transfer. Watch is not a transfer thing you get.
No, I was just listening to the press conference and that there. And I could listen to the guy all day, mate. I really do. He's really put us together as a club in the short time he's been there. I think we're a totally different team for last season. And Joe Aribo, he speaks well. And I'm with Fox. I think we'll see a lot more from him next season. But this year, I think he's been nothing short of brilliant for us, mate. He's really made that position he's in. Gerrard saying he's not playing out wide. He's going to play inside right. That suits me. As long as he keeps playing the way he's playing, mate, I think he'll be a smashing player going forward. And I did expect big things for him in the summer.
Sometimes it's trying to get people a position and football stardom. Sometimes you just need a bit of luck, and Aribo seems to have stumbled on that rather than the design, and it's working for him.
I think Arfield was very much the same last season as well. He kind of just stumbled on that position through, suspensions and injuries and whatnot. And he's been the only one this season. I mean, I mentioned that a couple of months back on the show. That's the only position in the park nobody had really taken there and nailed and made their own. And I think Joe Aribo's been class in that position. And like I say, once we got our full front three back, we should be back to firing on all cylinders. But I mean, Jermain Defoe's record is 12 goals in 9 games, and he's not showed me any sign of easing up. Even the half chance he had the other night, he managed to get in the back of the net. So I'm confident for Sunday, but it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy
game. Mate. No. We need to play to win, Stardom, yeah?
100%, mate. We've got to show up. We've got to set a tempo and put a pace on them they're not going to be able to deal with. Because they'll have their fans shouting them on and things like that, and they'll be right up for it. So we've got to go there. We've got to set the tone. And I really hope we get an early goal. Just to calm the fans down a bit.
It's going to be exciting. I think we'll win, but historically it's always been a hard game. JFK then, Bridge?
I mean, I've been talking to a couple of people in the last 24 hours, and some people seem to think because Hearts are Oxshire, but and I know that traditionally it is a hard place to go. Tight park, fans are in tappy. I think it'll be a really hard game. I think they're in a false place, Hearts, and I think I'm going for a 2-1 on Sunday. I think it'll be a really, really hard game, mate. For us, we're playing well in bursts, but we need to have a good 90 minutes, a real good 90 minutes, and we've not had that the last couple of games. But this is a bigger game than the last two, obviously, against St Mirren and Stranraer. So this is a real game for me on Sunday.
I'll take the same result as the last time we were in the capital, if that's all right with you.
Of course we would take. But I mean, I don't think that. I've got a feeling that might not happen this time.
I get your point.
But I like you said before, and we've all said, we'd take a bridge man every game.
I don't know if I could handle it right.
Well, I know things might loosen off a bit. We might be one of the ones. But look, Hearts are who they are and where they are now. But I still think that it'll be a hard game for us. And I hope I'm proved wrong. I hope we do get the run riot. But I think it will be a hard game personally.
Bridgeman.
Look, we have to be realistic, but. Telling to its purposes, Rangers are the top of the league. We all we need to do is win our game in hand. We're top of the league, so we should be top of the league now versus the bottom of the league. Hearts are a very poor team now. I don't think there's very many pundits say that Hearts are going to win. They say Hearts should win. When if you're picking them up on any of the reports or listen to any of the stuff on the radio, when they talk about the Hearts and the Hearts are going to play, well, Hearts should win, and they're thinking about Hearts in their old name. They were a fantastic team. They're probably are still quite a good club, but I think they're quite poor. I really do think they're quite poor. However, they could drag us down to their level, and that's what I'm scared about. We can be easily dragged down for that matter. So we need to keep our heads up. Go to Tannadice, very tight park, and Hearts have beaten us there many times in the past, and we're under no illusions as far as I'm concerned. But we should win. And we should win quite handsomely, to the truth be told, given their position there in the league relative to our position in the league and the way they've been playing. They're not picking up very many good results. But we know things will turn and they'll come out all guns blasting for sure, because they can think that we're going to try and take something after Rangers. It'll be shall we say, their game of the season, or even the year, or even the decade. That's what they'll be looking for. That we should beat them.
I think, Bridge, their league position makes this game even more dangerous, mate. Because I think they're 5 points adrift at the bottom of the table, and they're in an absolute dogfight to stay in this league now, mate. I don't care what anybody says. They're in an absolute dogfight to stay in this league now, because they've been terrible all season, and everybody on here knows that you get an extra 15% when we come into town. So this is going to be a big test for us, mate. I would just love us to get there and get the 3 points. I would honestly take a Bridge man, a 1-0. Honestly, I just want the 3 points on the board.
We have to understand as well, Stardug, that we shouldn't allow ourselves to be dragged down to the level that they're at. So we should be way above them football wise. I think the league table, the old saying, the league table very rarely lies. You're there. That's where you are. Why is that? Because you're pretty poor, or you're pretty good, and we're pretty good, and they're pretty poor. So that's the way it should be, of course, in the greatest sense of the word. But we know it's going to be slightly different to that, and hopefully Rangers can rise above it all and into the front foot and go on there and do the job. That's what they need to do. Get there, do the job, and get the ball and murder them, mollocate them, even mollocate them.
If we play, we win, Fox. There's no danger there. If we play, we win. But obviously, we've got concerns that they'll raise their game. We'll go. If we get a foothold in the game, I think we'll win.
Well, all away games are tough fixtures for us because we don't know how the other team's going to play. We think they'll all put 10 men behind the ball, and we have to find a solution. But give this team credit, mate. For the majority of times this season, they've found a way to beat teams. And I think they'll manage to do that on Sunday as well.
Yeah, and the excitement will just grow then, Fox, because that'll be another one chopped off, and then we'll be moving on to Ross County. I know, but that's just the way it's going to be. But come Sunday, it's 2:30 kick-off, I think. If it's up in my
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Is it?
Right. 3 o'clock, mate. Aye.
So, well, come 4:45, and hopefully it's another one scored after this. And Bridgie's fridge magnet, I can go and tick one off, another one off.
We all say we'd be happy with a 1-0, but as soon as we get a 1-0, we're all moaning, aren't we? Tell the truth.
I only look at it from a result perspective, and it just, to me, all I'm saying is really a 1-0 will do me. It gives us the 3 points. That's all I want. I just want the 3 points, because this season, I want my team to play really well and score 100 goals. But we know we have to take what we can get. So in my wee heart, I'm thinking the least result, the least positive result for us is in fact a 1-0 win. That gets us through. That's what I want.
Guys, I mean, we win the game on Sunday, and then what a chance we've got. We've got 3 games at home in the league. Against County, the Sheep, and the Spoonburners. So one on Sunday, and then I mean. As I say, and that's the 3 home games, so that's an incentive in its own to go forward with the beating the Hearts and then winning 3 games at home, which we should really win. We
don't lose a lot, do we, Ibrox?
No. I'm really looking forward to the Aberdeen game or the Sheep game. That's going to be. I'm looking forward. I know for Oxy, I say don't keep looking forward, but that's a game I'm really excited about.
No, I never said that. You said that.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah. He did. I think the positive things we've got going for us is the fact is we've been beat once this season in the league, and I think we've only conceded 11 goals or something like that.
11 goals. I can't believe that when I looked at it.
I think that's magnificent. I honestly do. We've got a lot going in our favour this year. I think we're a right proper squad this year, and there's a mentality there that we're not going to let up, and we're not going to let go, and we're just going to keep fighting every single week. And I'm more than happy just to take it one game at a time. But the stats are kind of gone in our favour. We've been beat once, and I think we could all agree on here that it was a mistake with the tactics. It would never happen again. 9 times out of 10, we've fun that out this season. So we just need to keep doing what we're doing and getting the wins on the board, mate. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, they will put up a fight. But like you say, Ox, if we play, we win. We need to go there and we need to set the tempo.
I agree. JFK, but I can understand people's concerns, and I think you pointed out about Jermain Defoe playing this number of games. He might score a couple on Sunday. Then I think he's back on the bench. Fredo comes back in for me.
You're right. I think he will be. I think come his first game back against Ross County, Alfredo will be on the park. But my concern is, and it's no odd today where it's Alfredo's fault. A lot of things that's happening to him and is the way he's been treated, and that concerns me. That he could miss more games and the run up to the end of the season, and a lot of that will be through no fault of his own. Statistics don't lie, as they say. Against the Sheep, he probably will get booked that game, and when he gets booked that game, he will miss another 2 games. I know it's no been doom. It's no doom and gloom. It's a fact. I'm looking at. I'm thinking, well, what other cover do we have there? Because it's inevitable.
If it's booked against Ross County, what does he miss, Jimmy? I think it's booked the first game he's back. What fixtures would he miss?
1 game. No, 2 games. What happens is that when he gets booked, in the totting up system, they play the next game, and then he'd miss the next 2, Stardug. So
again, who they would be? We were playing.
Well, it's against. He would play against the
Aberdeen.
If he get booked, if supposing he get booked against Ross County, right, he would play against Aberdeen, and then he would miss the Spoon Burners and Kilmarnock. But if he get booked the way we all think he will do against Aberdeen, then he would play against the Spoon Burners, and he'd miss Kilmarnock and Livingston. But we don't want him to miss any games. It's all right saying we've got Jermain Defoe.
But it feels like it's going to inevitably happen, isn't it?
Well, I'm all right with Jermain Defoe coming in and being because he does score the goals for us. But the fact is, you want Alfredo to remain on the park at all times. But it's inevitable what's going to happen to him, and it's rubbish that that's happened to him, because a lot of these bookings are no his fault, and it's the way that he's treated by the referees. We all know that, but not being paranoid about that. It happens. We see it, we watch it, and we know it's happening to him. So that's my only concern about. I still felt that we need a third striker to complement the 2 guys, but there isn't anybody out there I would think who could come in as a third striker.
With a young boy, Greg Stewart's run into some bad luck as well, who could have given us
a
bit of cover.
Yep.
He's been awful unlucky, isn't he?
Aye. Did the gaffer mention him today in the presser?
He said he might make Ross County, he said.
Might make Ross County. I missed that bit. I'll be quite happy for Greg Stewart, but what I said earlier on, Oxshire, is that he hasn't been putting even Greg Stewart in the pool.
No, all the time, no.
No, all the time, So where does he fit in? If he's got Alfredo on the park and Jermain on the bench, does he bring Greg Stewart into the pool as well as another striker? I don't think he'll do that.
It'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. I think this time next week the transfer window's shut.
Yep, next Friday, midnight.
Next Friday, isn't it?
Yep.
So we'll see what
Brexit Day.
Right, okay.
It is Brexit Day next Friday, 31st of January, 11 o'clock.
So we'll move on to. I can't see there have been many changes, Stardug, on Sunday. Can you, if any, in the starting 11?
No, I don't think there'll be any. I don't think there'll be any changes, mate. I think that's the strongest 11 we've got available to us at the minute. I think that's what we'll go with. Like I say, it's all about us just turning up there, mate, and setting the tempo and getting it right on the day. The defence has been brilliant this year. I couldn't honestly believe that. 11 goals all season in one January, halfway through January. I think that's amazing, so I honestly do. So long may that continue, mate. And it makes me feel a bit all that more confident going away to places and things like that. Because, 1 game we've lost, as I said, you know what I mean? And it was a mess up tactically for us. We've not struggled with anybody. And ever since Gerrard came in, I can't actually think of a team that's ever battered us or played us after the park.
Mm-hmm.
We're a right good team, We really, really are. even in Europe, not one team's actually battled us off the park. We've showed up every single game and performed. We're a right proper team now. So no, I don't think there's any need to change that after the other night, mate. It was a win and we attacked for the first minute to the last minute. So same team for me.
Anybody see it different? Anybody?
Same team. That's my strongest 11. No, if you were going to take 2 players out for the next game, and if they were available, obviously it was Alfredo and Tav. But that's the strongest team.
I think if we get a couple of goals scored in the first half, again, it has to go back to the old adage of let some other people on and give some of the better players a rest, if that's possible. You know.
You'll get that at 2-0, Bridge.
No,
whatever. Women like 3 goals, then whatever. You know, whatever he feels comfortable in. He can get guys get a bit of fitback, get some legs, get some games into their legs. You know.
You've got to look after Davis and Defoe only because of the ages with myself and JFK.
Absolutely,
you know.
Yeah.
What?
Well said. Life in the old dog,
dear. You guys are digging it up today, I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what's interesting, and you mentioned Tav and Morelos there, and we've got Hollander, who's our biggest signing this season so far, biggest signing. Swedish international, he'll be going to the Euros, and that's quality. If you get your 11, then you'll get A3 in the sidelines. The squad's maybe not as poor as people were sort of jumped on Wednesday night. You know, I'd actually forgot about Hollander because Katic has played so well. I think there's only one person that can take that.
He's a big signing, mate, and he's been a good player, but Big Nico's been on form this season, mate, and I wasn't the old Rangers fan beating the drum for Big Nico. I think he just looks like a total professional. He just even the way he does the ball and everything, mate, he's just so much power and finesse in it. What a player. Big Phil will come back, and eventually they two, I mean, I would like to see the two of them getting a shot, even just for one game, just to see what they'd be like, but Big Golson's been doing the business for as well, and I'll tell you what, it's good options to have, mate. We've got four very strong centre backs there, and every single one of them's got different qualities. So I hope he makes a speedy recovery, mate. It'll be good to see him back soon, but not at the expense of Big Nico.
All right, I think we've been joined with Stevie.
All right, lads, how you doing?
How we doing, mate? You all right?
Stevie, boy.
Stevie.
For about 10 minutes, man.
I was saying over there, but we're trying to just, you know what I mean? Too much. You can have too much of a good thing, mate.
I was coming on to heard you talking about temple scurvy and party and all that, and I'm sitting here as a big drum boy laughing. Honestly, I've never the temple scurvy. Hey, Jimmy,
I know, they were rubbish, mate, weren't they?
Fuck. Couldn't catch
we didn't come up with a square goal with the drum boys because we couldn't afford the bus fare, mate.
Listen, guys, I want to talk about the game on Sunday. First of all, I'm getting through without a ticket, so if you see it, keep your ears to the ground, lads, will you? But what concerns me about Sunday? We're on a great run. First of all, we're on a great run. We're going there with confidence, guys. But the thing that worries me is they're not getting enough players into the box. Now, if Hearts give out against us, we hit them. They need to get more bodies into that box. I mean, the last couple of games, we've been in great positions, and whether it's Aribo or whoever, we've turned around and there's nobody in the box. One man, if anything.
I'm going to have to stop you there, Stevie. I'm going to have to stop you there. And if you'd have listened to the show with the tactical guru that was Fox last night, he solved that riddle. Fox.
Right.
You pointed that out, didn't you?
Well, I just think it would work better without Tav. When you've got the two playing next to Defoe as a reboot to go back to the left because he can find cross the ball with his left. He can't do nothing on the right hand side. He's got to cut in. And I think Ryan Kent would be able to get to the byline and cut balls back a lot better as well.
But you also pointed out that they've got to get closer to Defoe.
Oh, they've got to get in the box. None of this hanging about outside it. Get in the box.
I agree. Do you know, I think, Ryan, Ryan Jack should push up a wee bit more sometimes when we're on the break.
That's another great point you bring, Big Stevie. I was looking right, and Ryan Jack was arguably our best player in the first half of the season. Would that be fair?
Correct.
One of the best players yet.
Yep.
I don't think he had a great game against them on the 29th.
No.
And he's no exactly started brilliantly. So hopefully he'll come out of this little dip he's in. Let's leave it like that.
Oh, you know, I'm thinking, I don't know. I think he might be carrying a wee niggling injury.
Well,
and just because that many players out, you know, I think he might be playing my weight. But anyway, I just think there's not enough bodies flooding into that box, and I think when we're hitting on the break, we're quick on the break, no two ways about it. Just sometimes when you look in that box, you say, who's he going to cross that to? You know, Defoe's too short in the bum. So you're thinking, right, if they play a high ball, how many of them's he going to win? So you're hoping to get bodies in the box in case something falls. I just hope that the day Sunday, they get some extra bodies in there, a wee bit of the cavalry up and we're going forward. And that's my only worry. I think we're getting into the game in a right good state of affairs, even though we've got a couple of key players out. We're on a run, guys. We're the Rangers. The Rangers end up be packed. I mean, I can't even get a ticket. It'll be better to get through there by nailing myself. And I just think momentum's with us. Hearts are bottom of the league. Surely we can go there and get a couple of goals because they'll no score. They might get one by a bit of luck or a referee giving them something, but they'll not get two. And if we score 2 goals, the game's a bogey. If my prediction would have been 2-1, I don't know. Somebody said that. I don't know who said that. That would have been my. That would have been my result, 2-1, because you're always looking at a referee giving them somebody something, and the luck that teams carry against us. I mean, you mentioned that your Sherlock, their own, that we've not lost a lot of goals. The ones that we have lost against the beggars, I mean, none of the two of them should have stood, should they have? So it's just luck. We don't carry a lot of luck, no, but just the way things are. But let's go here. Let's get the 3 points, guys. The Bears will be there, as I said, and everything's on the up.
Can we just say that if anybody else happen to be sitting with a ticket and maybe can't make it, if they want to get it, Big Stevie, just messages and we'll sort it out. And they'll be delighted to meet you through there and take the ticket off your hands.
Magic. And I'll even fling in a nice bottle of famous grouse. Right, straight out the back door.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of bribery or corruption, is there?
It goes a long way. It goes a long way.
Keeps the world turning.
Oh, dearie me, man.
Keeps the world turning. Hi. What about your selection, Stevie? Are you happy with the same team with the couple of
same team, guys? You've basically covered it, haven't you? You know, I mean, Morelos and Tam have been the team all day long, but same team. Exact same team. Flanagan will be there, I think. The young boys, don't go and experiment with the young boys. There's too much at stake. You know, it's maybe all right, the cup game at Ibrox and things, but, you know, we need experience. Going to Tynecastle, wee tight park, wee bit of an atmosphere, no, so... you want your experienced player. I think Flanagan's better experienced there than now. Same team, guys. Same team for me.
Anybody see it different at all?
No. Think so.
No? Right, okay. That's unusual for all us on here, isn't it?
Aye, that's a first.
You know.
Who's the ref? Do you know who the referee is on Sunday?
Clancy.
No, if they don't get Clancy. I think they'll get Clancy.
He's going to pick up his award for player of the
month. That's right.
December, isn't he?
2 games in a row at Celtic Park.
They're giving him a guard of honour over in the park.
2 games in a row at Celtic Park. There you go. There's your bonus.
I'm going to be honest. I thought Lee Griffiths would have been better up front than Clancy against us. I'm telling you, man. it's a worrying. It's terrible, isn't it? That you're asking before a couple of days before a game who the referee is, because you just know what's going on, man. But anyway, I don't want to get down that road again. But you know where I'm coming from, lads. No, it's absolute scandal. No, they're that quick pulling their yellow cards out. So they are when it comes to a Rangers player for absolutely nothing. But anyway, we move on.
Of course we do.
Yes. Stevie, it was good to hear about the wee fella last night, feeling the momentum growing, you know. And one of the unfortunate thing about the way football's changed, that we can't get the numbers to take through to these away games in this special run, you know. Look back when Tynecastle held, 30,000 maybe back in the 80s, would that be right? 30?
Oh,
easy. Much as that?
Easy.
I think it was 24,000 bucks. I always remember going there as a young Wayne, and the beware of pickpocket signs were everywhere. I hated it when the full-time whistle went, because you'd one exit and everybody was pushing through. Oh, it was up. You get carried through that exit half the time, so you did.
There was always a good atmosphere, wasn't there?
Oh, brilliant, man. Brilliant atmosphere, aye. I mean, I was watching a wee clip of the day, Matt Walters pulling that ball down. Remember the first game? I mean, I was at that as a young boy on the old St Andrews bus up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you a crack laugh. I'll tell you a crack laugh. I only had one eye that game. I got hot in the bus with the pontoon tickets. Somebody belted me right now. The pontoon fight up the back of the bus that I nearly lost an eye. I still managed to get into the ground watch the Bears, but crazy. The atmosphere at Tynecastle was great. The old Tynecastle, and it's to be fair, it's a good atmosphere now. I know.
By the way, Stevie, good memories there when you says the old St Andrews bus. That was something else.
There, Big Arnold at the helm. Big Arnold.
Aye.
He was at the helm. What a man. Big Arnold Cormac. What a man. I remember Big Arnold, he used to get us to go up, right, when he got to Dundee during the week, and we all used to get warned before we got out the motors to get into ticket oversight. Nobody talked, just let me go. We used to get 4 tickets at a time, but what a bus they ran. Well organised. And I remember taking a double-decker to Aberdeen, and he went bananas with the boys because they put the plaque up at the back window. He says, everybody's got to see how did St Andrews get a double-decker get up to Aberdeen? You idiots. What the back of the bus window? Aye, crazy stuff. Aye. Brilliant memories in that bus, and the boys that went in that bus, unbelievable, man. The laughs and carry-ons. Coming back to Aberdeen, we used to stop at Glenrothes. Oh, see the carry-ons. Oh, my God, brilliant. Oh, crazy times. Brilliant.
That was
good to be there. It's coming back, man.
I mean, you talked about that there when Souness came in, and I think must be mentioned some similarities, JFK, but the try to get tickets for that particular year, that couple of years that was hard as well, wasn't it?
It was. No, you remember, I go way back to when the northwest area was the first bus that started in the Roseville bar with Chaz Yo and Rab Courtney and all, isn't it? And tickets were all right then. We were doing no bad, but when Graham Souness came, there was a lot of guys who would normally stone in the Roseville while the bus was leaving. But as soon as Graham Souness came, then it was very, very hard to get tickets. We were quite fortunate because, I mean, obviously with the Roseville connection, we used to get tickets. But even then, Oxford, you know yourself, it was really trying to get tickets was like, they were rare on hen's teeth at times. Especially for Tynecastle and Easter Road and that, but aye, but something, I'm like Big Steve, and you know yourself, Oxford, we always get in with hook and with crook,
Always get in, but a couple of times I get put back out.
Oh, I've been put back out now, especially when they caught me with that rope and hook in my back pocket, out of the wall. But that was a funny, I go into the game sometimes, going to the game without a ticket and hoping that you would get in, but that is, as Stevie says, we're back, we're thinking that way again. We're Bears, they always will be, and it was they're great memories, and they're And the younger generation now should thrive in the memories that we gave them, because that's what Rangers were all about then.
Aye.
And let's hope that they could take up that baton.
The young team deserve it. They deserve it. They deserve everything that's coming their way, mate.
Of course they do.
Stevie, but obviously Tynecastle, it used to be a game where the fans would sort of walk up together. You never felt, it wasn't a place you would have felt. Let's just say it was a friendly rivalry, but it's changed now, isn't it?
Aye, I mean, listen, the word galvanised. All these team have galvanised us, and we keep mentioning that word since we get put down in the last 6 years. We'll come back. We've galvanised now, and we know who our friends are. Let's be honest, we've not got any friends, and there's nobody stuck up with us at any point anywhere. And do you know something? I'm glad of that now. We'll get nobody to thank for where we are, bar the Rangers support and the team now. And the word is galvanised, guys. Being a bear, I remember the buses used to be parked a mile away from the Grand Mine. We all used to walk along that road. Oh, man, the sash was getting belted out. And, it was brilliant times, man. It was, I'm just proud to be a bear, man. See, when you think back to the days, I tell my wee man half the stories and that crazy stuff, no? And the chappy 10 sausage suppers back in the bus, messed it up, man. Brilliant. Brilliant days. Brilliant.
Anyway, get yourself some mute. I will have a tune.
The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. We support the Glasgow Rangers down at Ibrox is the place, and we will follow in the championship race. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. It's true, the magic boys in blue are the best team in the land. You've got to queue and govern to get a ticket for the stand. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. We've spent a lot of money on great players, yes, that's true. But the Rangers fans deserve the best from the boys in royal blue. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Ago, the story, it was dismal, full of gloom. Now we're building an extension for the Ibrox trophy room. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. In Europe we'll be travelling by land and sea and plane. The teddy bears have got the bears and we're on the march again. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue have just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball. The Glasgow Rangers football team's the greatest team of all. Yes, it's true, the boys in blue are just magic on the ball.
All right, Bridge, I like that number at all. We still dancing.
Tune.
There's somebody on this call, I don't know if he's still with us, but he made a video of that very popular tune in his house, that one.
Aye.
Seen that video. On yourself, Stevie.
Oh, Stardog, my house is mental when that wee tune comes on. Mental.
I seen that in the video, mate.
Oh, we're all blue noses, man. No, we found out the
That's what
Monday
it's all
cleaner
about,
was
innit?
one of them, so he doesn't get a tip anymore, so that's just the way it, you know what I mean? Myra Hanley's mad. She's just Rangers like being the mains and that. We're all mental.
By the way, for the record, Myra, I know he's alright, by the way. He gives us some bad press. Stardog, you're a bit younger than Fox, yeah?
Yep. Just a bit.
Do you feel a seed change, or are you still... Are we there?
Aye.
Is it happening?
No, I definitely. I think there's going to be a new era in Scottish football, mate, and it'll be called the Steven Gerrard era. Honestly, mate. This year's an absolutely massive year for us, and the progress, I said it earlier, the progress he's made, mate. I mean, not one team's battered us after part. There's never one moment on the pitch where we say we can't be proud of that. I think like, you know, there's been some rocky results along the road and that, but as a club, mate, and moving forward, I can definitely see the change. I mean, just like what we've done on European level, played Portal 1 Feyenoord after Park and Young Boys. You know what I mean? And we had to play them twice, so it wasn't a coincidence we did it the first time. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a fluke we did it the first time. So we're definitely moving forward, mate. Listen, this guy's the man for us. This guy's the man for us to take us forward. And as long as we come out this window unscathed, I believe we'll get 55 this year. And as soon as he gets a grip on that league title, because by the way, this would be his first league title ever in his life and all. So I don't think he'll be very willing to let it go, mate, once he gets a holiday, and I think we'll start to dominate, because that's how it works up here. They've had their turn. Time for us now, mate.
Fox.
Yes, mate.
Fox, can I come in? What is this actual Stevie G stats in Europe? What is the stats? How many has he played? How many has he won?
We've played 28 games. Yeah, 16
I
qualified.
would say what many's that? We've lost 3, 4.
I think he's lost 3, Stevie.
Man, come on, what a record that is.
We lost
We've
in
been to
Vienna.
Villarreal.
Moscow. We lost in Moscow. And we lost at Young Boys. Yeah.
Two games, Moscow and Boys of Bern. Guys, how did we lose the games, man? We got the one in Moscow, man, it was a legit goal. We got chopped off, wasn't it? That was that game, wasn't it?
That's what I'm saying, Stevie. Even the games we've lost, we've never been played after Parker. We've never been embarrassed.
Never.
Nobody's ever gave us a hiding, mate. Ken, if anything, we've been robbed in the couple of games you've just mentioned there. So, if anybody says we're not making progress, mate, they're crazy. Crazy.
It's blind hatred, mate. That's what it is. That's some stats in it for him. He's 100 game here on Sunday, innit?
Aye.
Brilliant, man. But I was glad I went there and get away, and I told at school the way he's got to the dentist. I took him out to see Stevie G. I ferry off. I'm glad we've got the guy the bang for the start. He's been an absolute fantastic for our club, guys.
Oh, what a
the way he speaks. The way he speaks, his knowledge of the game. He's breeding a mentality. He's getting the winning mentality back into Ibrox and get all his bears with self-respect back with our club. Because let's be honest, we were on our hands and knees at one point, and the guys gave us all that back. And
Stevie, can I ask you a question?
Thank God McKinnon said not his.
Can I ask you a question, guys? You know, there's an awful lot of football fans and of other teams that actually don't like Gerrard, and I don't know why, other than the hatred, you know. And I don't understand it. And the press might say, "Well, he's brought up with dignity and this, that, and the next thing," but they don't praise him. They actually don't praise him, and I find that quite difficult to take, you know, because I think the boy, irrespective of who he's managing, he's doing a tremendous job. Absolutely doing a tremendous job, irrespective of the team. He's doing a marvellous job, and he's not getting the praise for it. I don't think.
No the other comparison. No other comparison. Donald Trump, nobody likes him, but see on paper, see the job he's done, absolutely mental.
Good
Brilliant.
point, that, by the way. Good point, yeah.
As soon as you pull the blue jersey on, mate, you hate it. This is what I'm trying to get in. And it's terrible. I mean, I've got to explain some of these stupid things to my young boy about how we're hated for a high level. And, you know, he looks at me as if scratching his head. Can't be that bad. It is that bad. I mean, Stevie G's loved all over the world, and then he comes a Rangers manager, people don't all of a sudden don't like him. You know, they're having pot shots at the guy. He's always maintained his self-respect. He's never dropped his guard. He's an absolute gentleman, and he's a decent guy. And anybody that says he's no is just blind hatred.
Stevie, I remember when he was the first game he went to Celtic Park for the Old Firm game, and they were shouting traitor at him. They were actually shouting traitor. What is the matter with these people? I just don't get it. Traitor, for God's sake. So there's obviously got deep-seated agendas there somewhere. But I absolutely love him. I think most of the Rangers fans love him, and they're going to come away with some talk that if he doesn't win a silverware this year, he's going to get the sack, and so on and so forth. They're going to say all that crap for sure. It's got to come up because that's the only thing they haven't thrown it. If they've done, maybe they have done it up to now. But it's just terrible the way they're treated. The Rangers are treated. I'm just longing for the day when we can break the shackles free and tell the BBC and all the rest of them, just don't bother coming to Ibrox. We don't want you nor need you. Stay away.
Stevie, ask you a question, pal. We were talking earlier on. I mean, it looks as if obviously we're going to be signing Jermain Defoe. Obviously, we've already got him. Mm-hmm. Are you comfortable just with that signing, or are you looking for another signing to come in?
Oh, I must admit, listen, that I can see why they're signing Defoe. His experience. I mean, there was a wee snippet the other night I was watching, well, it was a Rebo, I think it was the gaffer's presser. It said he's first in there and he's last off that training field. And he's lifting the young boys. It's not just an on-the-park thing. I mean, let's be honest, he's doing the business on the park here, guys. He's doing the business. But what many goals he got? 12, 13 goals he's got this season.
12 goals in 9 games.
It's not just a case of us signing him just for to have him run about the place. He's actually doing the business. And no, Jimmy, I'm wanting somebody else to come in because the way things are going regarding Morelos, he's bound to get booked again, isn't he? He's bound to
that's
get
my
booked
concern, mate.
You know, and it's not a case of because Al's stupid or Al's bad or anything like that. It's just a case of there's going to be other yellow cards. Anybody could get injured, and I don't think leaving one man to deal with us. We've got to have a third striker there, and I think there might be something going on in the background. I really do.
I mean, there's 12 games to go, league games to go before the split. Obviously, we've got Scottish Cup and 2 European games, and hopefully more European games. But I'm the same thing as yourself. I'm happy for Jermain Defoe to be a stand-in, but my concern is if Fred gets a long-term ban or a long-term injury and we're having to go to somebody that can cover. My personal feeling is I don't think Jermain Defoe will be able to hack the games. I know Fox disagrees with that, and I can see his point to a certain degree, but I'm just looking for somebody else that can take a bit of burden off her. If it happens with Jermain Defoe, because like yourself, I said earlier on, I can see Alfredo getting some of these silly bookings. Some may be his fault, but I would say 75% of them will not be his fault, and that's what we've got to worry about. And that is my concern, Stevie.
Jimmy, every good striker goes through a wee bad patch, maybe 2 or 3 games without scoring. That's just how it is. You know, it's not a Jermain Defoe thing or Alfredo Morelos thing. It happens, and when that happens, it would be good to have a wee bit of cover there for that, just in case. You know, that's not. It's not saying that Al's not doing the business or he's not doing the business. It's just good to have it there if you need it. You know what I mean?
That'd be safe.
Trying to get somebody to play a third striker, Jimmy. That's what the hard thing is. You're coming. You're going to be third choice. So you know. For a player, it might be a hard thing. You know, you're not going to get a big name coming and sitting on the bench being third choice.
You're right.
But there is guys out there. I mean, we spoke about the guy in Midtjylland I can't remember the big boy's name, but what a big player he looked. You know, it'd be good to try and get somebody. What would he be going for? 3-4 million?
Back, his name is
third striker.
Can I ask a question, guys?
The highlight of the press conference was when Stevie G said he's not for sale. He's not for sale.
No.
I'm not. Is that you talking about Alfredo?
He's not for sale in this window. Are you
talking about Alfredo?
Aye.
I don't think Alfredo will go in this window. That's not my concern, mate. I said to you before, I do think this will be my last season with him. I think big money bid will come in from it this summer. What I'm saying is for the momentum going forward, I 100% agree with what Stevie's saying. You know, I mean, he'll go off the boil the same as Jermain will. But it's just, if we've got to look and think, is there a chance that it could be suspended or injured and that? We don't have that luxury other striker. The other striker possibly, as we've said before, could be Greg Stewart, but he's not even getting into the pool when he's fit. So where would they fit him in? I mean, when the gaffer's picking his 18, he's always covering every other position. If he's going to have Fredo in the park and Jermain on the bench, I don't think it would bring Greg Stewart into the equation. So that's what I'm thinking about, you know. And you've said it before. Who could we bring in? Who would be willing to come and sit?
I mean, obviously the boy, because of the style of playing, the boy Dykes has been mentioned for Livingston. Do I think he's good enough to play with the Rangers? No, I don't. But you've got to be sensible what you're going to bring in. You've done it before.
Yeah.
We've done it with different place. We've done it with Rideout. We've done it with Davy Dodge. You remember that one?
Yeah. Oh, aye, the Elephant Man.
Davy Dodge, the Elephant Man. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, but at least he stayed on as a coach, didn't he?
Aye.
He stayed on as was coaching with the Rangers, so.
But what I'm saying is,
I know what you mean.
Maybe I'm being too ultra
we've done
cautious.
We've done it for that guy who went to Kingsridge. That guy, we brought him in third striker. Wasn't he very good? Didn't he score?
John McDonald.
No, I didn't have much of a career.
He scored an equaliser against St Mirren. What was his name?
He wasn't very good.
Yeah, and then he scored a winner. Andy Gray.
Andy Gray. I
forgot about him. See, he likes of that, Oxia. That is, you just gave a perfect example. You know, if there was a player like Andy Gray, that would have been ideal. You know, I mean, met Andy Gray a few times, and that was his dream move, wasn't it? Especially to score. I remember being at the game at the old Love Street when they scored the equaliser that day.
I think he shaked hands with everybody in the ground, didn't he?
Aye.
Yeah. Came for a good footballing family then. Good footballing family.
His brother was a better player than him, I know.
Three brothers.
Aye,
but brothers were all better players than him.
Was it Wally Gray? Was it Wally Gray? I think.
Wally and James.
Wally was a fantastic player.
He used to read the bids with wee Walter Chalmers.
I heard Walter still reading the bids.
Wee Walter Chalmers.
Walter's the Fulham, but Walter's the Fulham business do. I see them in Goodfellas, wee Joe Pesky.
he's in the Irishman as well.
Aye. I was talking to Walter's brother the other day, Tommy, a nice fella. Another die-hard blue nose, that, you know.
Pickle.
Aye.
Good guy. Good guy, by the way. Good
cracking man. Aye, a lot of time for him.
The only guy in the lodge to get his legs to his passport photo.
Aye.
Very good. That's a good one, Stevie. That's quite a good one.
He's no kidding, Bridge.
I know. I can imagine.
That would be good. That was a good one that you put in there, Oxshire, about like a guy we bought for Kingsridge and that. That's where he played.
What disappointed me, it took them about 20 clues to get it, they too.
I know.
I'll tell you what, I completely forgot Andy Gray played for us. I never even thought about Andy Gray, to be honest. And you kept saying Drumchapel. I'm going, wait a minute. Who else for Drumchapel played for the Rangers? I can only think of wee John McDonald. Listen to me. John McDonald. And he's my brother's best pal up in Drumchapel, where it was cool and that. I never thought of Andy Gray for the life of me.
Well, here, I'm going to ask you all you guys a question, right? and make it sensible. I mean, pick one player, a striker, who you think could come to Rangers in this transfer window to be a third striker. I'll set it up. I'll go with the boy Dykes. Anybody else?
Right, I'm going to go with it. I'm just off the top of my head. I've not even thought about it. Probably the stupidest thing in the world. I don't think he's Rangers class, but I think he would maybe be all right for a third striker. There's a big boy with hearts up front. The big guy.
Capichu.
Aye, exactly.
Big number 9. Aye, big giant.
Aye. Third striker. Just
aye.
Off the top of my head.
Well, with the two guys that you have signed, it just shows we're a club for everyone and anyone.
I don't. Oh, come on! You've always got an answer, haven't you? Oh, dearie me.
I've got a gadget.
On you go, Stardog.
Will Grigg, he's moved to, was it Sunderland? And it's not really happened for him there. I think they're wanting to offload him.
Will Grigg's on fire.
Will Grigg's not on fire anymore, apparently, mate. Apparently, he's just fires the boat.
They get rid of him because they brought in Kyle Lafferty, so that tells you what kind of player he is then.
What about the big boy McGuinness that plays with Northern Ireland?
Aye.
Well, striker, but we're talking about here, Ken. I'm just thinking.
Okay, I'll JFK.
Well, I told you, I would take a chance.
I was driving the night, and Boyer had just got his 3-year a new extension of his contract, and they were talking about the guy Lyle Taylor's contract.
Oh, aye.
Charlton. Yeah, and how he's not signed it. So maybe if a deal could be done, if maybe him, I'm not saying they're good enough, but we're talking about a third striker here, you know.
Aye.
You know, but I can't. There's nobody stands out. There's nobody. I know Cy was talking about the boy Shankland. I've not seen it at the moment, mate.
No.
When I've seen him live, I've seen him score goals. But I just the times I've seen him play, I just don't know if he's got it for us. You know.
Do you know? I would take Shankland, but for the future, I think there's a good player in there. But
he's no young, mate. He's no, you know,
24, 25.
He's 24, 25, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, we had him doing it here last season, and he was banging in 2 and 3 goals every single game. And I thought he had a good chance of getting promoted last season just because of him. And I tell you what, see, as soon as he got injured, the team dropped straight away. And there you go, he's went to Dundee United again. And albeit this isn't a club, these aren't the clubs the size of Rangers. But I'm just saying the boy seems to just score goals everywhere he goes now. So, I mean, as a third striker, mate, it would maybe be worth a gamble if you could get him for $500,000. But I know you've mentioned, Jimmy, folk are mentioning prices like $1.5 million for him. I 100% agree with you, and I wouldn't pay that for him, mate. Don't think he's worth that. And it probably would be for the future, do you know what I mean? But 24, 25, mate, he's...
Wait, Stardog, what you've got to remember is, it's easier playing for other teams. As soon as you put that jersey on, it's a lot harder. It's a lot
100%,
harder, mate.
And I think he has played with Aberdeen and teams like that before, and he wasn't able to do the business back then. That's how he ended up doing it here. But granted, he was a bit younger than that then, Stevie. But is it worth $1.5 million to go and take a gamble? 100% not for the club, mate. I like the sound of that Lyle Taylor auction. I think he's 27, 28, isn't he, that boy?
I think he's older than that.
Is he older than that, Jimmy?
I think he's at 31. I might be wrong. Oxshire will probably tell us that, you know.
I can't think of anyone.
29.
29
that was near that.
29. Folks, you'll be studying. What have you come up with, mate? You're a world study. Who'll come up with some wonder kid from South America?
I think the best striker we could possibly get at the club is Jermain Defoe. People keep going on about he won't last playing all the way through the second half of the season. He isn't going to be. Morelos may get banned in future, but he'll only be out for 3 games, maybe 4 at the most. So Alfredo Morelos is always going to be there. What is the problem?
He's 37.
But he's only going to play 2 to 3 games, mate.
You don't know that.
God, you just sit there wishing the guy Morelos is going to no be there. He is. He's going to get booked and Butte for more games. Defoe's the best stand-in we could possibly have at Ibrox.
Jimmy's asking a hypothetical question, which that's all it was. And we're all just saying what we think. That's the bottom line.
I don't think
it's all our thoughts and maybes. But what
Fox,
have we done?
I don't think they're talking about a shall we say a second player for Mariners. They're talking about a third.
Right, yeah.
So Defoe, they know Defoe's going to be there. Who's going to be below Defoe?
Let's be honest here. Who are you going to get in that's going to be any good, that's going to sign for 6 months? Rangers will have plans to replace Alfredo Morelos in the summer.
John Daly.
We're not Oxford, I think.
No, but what I'm saying, if you let me finish, Jimmy, is what are we going to do? Offer a 2-year, 3-year contract to somebody that is never really going to play for us? Is that what we're talking about?
No, we're not talking about that. Oxford just gave you a good one there. He says the man for Kingsbridge, Andy Gray. Andy Gray came as a stopgap for Rangers and he scored a few goals. He came in as a stopgap striker. That's what I'm talking about. I understand what you're saying. If Alfredo was out for any length of time, the number one striker would be Jermain Defoe. But who would you have as...
Here's one, Jimmy. I remember we signed Mark Hateley for one game against Celtic at Park.
My favourite game. My favourite game.
You're 100%. That's a good one, I know. You know,
there was no transfer window then.
I know there was no transfer window, but it's not about replacing Alfredo or replacing Jermain. What it is, you know, I know we might say it might be 2 or 3 games, but I still think we've got to be forearmed, forewarned, whatever. But we need to be prepared. You know, we all know what the tsunami's coming. Right, this is the second half of the season, and God Almighty, one game we beat them, and then 19, 20 days later they're still going on about it. What's it going to be like in the 15th of March when we batter them at Ibrox and we go top of the league? What are they going to be like then? You know, Alfredo will get into hide. Of course it is, mate.
To that end, Fox is right. It's so hypothetical.
Yeah.
We've got a strike force. We're just hoping that everything goes well. We're hoping one doesn't get injured and one doesn't get suspended, and it leaves us with who? That is so hypotheticals. But look, we're only discussing. It was a hypothetical question. Who would you like as a third striker, not a second striker? Because we've got Defoe, and the first striker's obviously Morelos. It was just a hypothetical question. That's all it was.
Do you think the contract for Defoe, do you think it'll be 1 or 2 year?
Hopefully just a year.
It'll be a pre-contract, won't it?
It'll be 1 year, hopefully.
Yeah, but he'll sign a pre-contract first.
It'll be a year with a year's option, I think.
You think so? Is he going to sign a year now, or is he going to... Because his contract's up with Bournemouth in the summertime.
No,
so I would imagine he'll say, if it's possible, he'll sign a pre-contract with the Rangers and still be on loan. And then he'll sign a contract in the summer. No?
Did the guy not already state in one of his interviews that he would love to stay for another year then do a bit of coaching?
Yes, I believe so.
At Rangers, with the young boys. No, that was his wishes. I would agree with Fox. I think it would get a year. I think it would get another year's contract.
Yeah, but I'm asking, he's on contract with Bournemouth until the summer, I believe. So he's got. This is just in January, and he's going to sign for Rangers. He can only sign a pre-contract with us till the end of his contract, no?
Well, I'm on Bournemouth's website now, and it says his contract expires in June 2020.
Yeah, so it's the end of this year, this season.
Simple. Is he going to sign a contract for us?
That's what I'm asking you guys, because as far as I'm concerned, they would only sign a pre-contract until his contract's up with Bournemouth, and then sign a contract then.
Is it going to be a year or 2 years?
1 year for me.
Probably a year. Probably a year rolling.
Wasn't that hard? 1 or 2? I know that.
Exactly.
Right, we've been joined by Albert for a bit of sanity. Let's make it rid of all these idiots, Albert, me and you on the chat.
How you doing, guys? I've had a few tonight. I was too hot out for a nose bag tonight, so I've had a few.
Can't be a nose bag, mate.
What did you have?
Did Jermain Defoe pay as you play?
Oh, I like that idea.
Third striker, sign Zach Rudden.
Shouldn't have let him go, mate.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. It was a silly move. Silly move. Unless they've got something pending, that is. No, I mean, unless, as somebody said earlier on, that there's something bubbling in the background.
Also,
but
and the boys, Jordan, who's away to
Air United.
Aye.
Jordan Thompson.
Jordan, we've done all the bit that we get first refusal, and the contracts were getting a bit smarter, all better.
Oh, I mean, it's long overdue, that carry on. No, I mean, think of all the crap we had, but we did give away some good players, by the way. Some good players left Ibrox, even in the bad times there, and we get nothing for them, absolutely nothing for them. So we've learnt for that. We've definitely learnt for that, and I like some of the well, we don't know for a fact the add-ons of what they've actually agreed, but it sounds as if we've got our act together when it comes to that side of it. No, but Sunday's game, we'll slaughter them 4-0. I mean, they've had 5 weeks off. That's playtime's done now, guys. It's back to work time. And I think that's what Gerrard will be telling them. That was it. You've had your 5 weeks now, and we've had a laugh and a giggle here at Stranraer and St Mirren. Now it's time back to work, guys. Let's go on with this, and I think I'll slaughter them 4-0.
Hope so, pal. Hope so.
Our playtime's done, Jimmy. We know that, and they know that, and Gerrard knows that, and it's really time to knuckle down now. We've listened to that press, we've listened to ex-players saying, oh, Hearts might do this, Hearts might do that, they might be up for that. They're all hoping they're up for it. They're all hoping they're giving us a game. But they don't know the Rangers. We're back. Stevie said it, we're back. We'll go out there and put a show, and as Ock said, if we play, we win. We'll play on Sunday. Trust me, we'll play on Sunday. The harder the game, the better we play.
Yeah, I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right.
I think Big Aribo will have his best game in the Rangers jersey on Sunday. There you go.
There you go.
How you rating him, Stevie?
How am I rating him?
Aye.
Bags of potential. I've got to say, I think I agree with somebody said it earlier on. I think he'll be a better player next year once he gets the grips with the game this year. But you can see there's a football player in him. Bags of potential, man. Bags of potential. And I think as the time goes on, he'll just get better and better.
What I like about him, Steve, he's got bottle, isn't he?
Aye, yep. I know he's built at the end of a flag paper, but he'll start to get used to the game. He'll get to know when to jump up and dodge people sliding in and stuff, and he'll get right to the physicalness of the game. And he's got a great football ability, man. And they just don't. Some of the defenders just don't know what way he's going to go, you know. And he's got a lovely touch. And I'll tell you what, he should shoot a lot more than what he does. So he should. But that'll all come. That'll all come. There's bags of potential in that boy, and I think he's a brilliant signing for us. I really do.
That's a great point about the shooting, by the way. We talk about the midfielders and shooting from outside the box. We'll get the master there and the gaffer, mate. He and the one that's the assistant was the batted it nearer.
Indeed, pal. We're just, I mean, and the other night there, it's really difficult to imagine. They've got the ball, and a lot of times got the ball on the roughly 18-yard box, or line rather, and I'm looking for a wee controlled shot, a bender, and it just didn't happen for them. It just never happened for them at all. Obviously, one of these big blasters for the hammer might have got through. People might have moved out of the way, But those guys were diving at the ball. They were actually, within 3 yards, they were actually diving forward as if they were going to try and save the ball. The ball was bouncing off them everywhere, I find it really very frustrating. But yeah, anywhere 18 to 20 yards, I would like to see them take a shot. But not one of these low shots, because there's too many legs. A good shot that's going to controlled, make him go for the tap corners or something like that and see what happens, Don't blast over the bar then,
You don't shoot, you never score, but we can't complain, Stardog, but defences then, we've scored enough goals,
100%, mate. I mean, I think we've been the top goal scorers in the league now the past 2 seasons prior to this one. I don't imagine this one's going to finish any different, mate. And the defensive records we've already mentioned has been absolutely superb. Well, we just need to keep doing what we're doing, mate. As long as we keep getting the ball in the back of the net and keep getting the 3 points, that's all we can ask for after the team, mate. I know sometimes we don't play as well as what we would like, and it's not a pretty sight, but 90% of the time, mate, that's nothing to do with us. That's the opposition that we're playing against. I like Albire's confidence. I just think we'll be in for a right turgid affair. I'm going to say that word again. It'll be a right turgid affair, but I reckon we'll come away with the win.
Albire's always confident, isn't he, Albire?
I'm confident, mate, the fact that we've got a good team. We really have got a good team. I'm confident in the team. I'm confident in our ability. What annoys me with them at times is when we do look shaky or like that, it's down to ourselves. It's nothing about anybody else doing it. It's down to us switching off, getting a wee bit lazy, getting a wee bit complacent. But see, we know all that nonsense super play, which Gerrard does quite often to them. We're a good team. In fact, we're bordering on a great team if we just had a wee bit more quality in certain positions. What the positions, don't ask me, because I really don't know. But there's something that could be added to the team. I don't know what it is, but there's just something. But I still think we're a good team. I really do think we're a good team.
I think we're seeing Sunday, Albert, is how... I mean, we know that the Hearts are doing the bottom of the league, but I think we're seeing how they set their stall out right away is if they're going to do the same as everybody else plays against us, is start putting 5 and 4 men in front of the back. No, that a back 5 with a block of 4 in front is just a rubbish way to play any football match. But if they do that at home, that just shows you how hard it's going to be for us. So, I mean, it's all right saying shoot, but when we saw that on Wednesday night, the players didn't get the chance to really have a good dig at the ball. So I'll be hoping that Hearts come out and play football. Aye, because as Oxshire says, if we play the football we know we can play or are allowed to play, then we'll annihilate them, we'll mollocate them. But I still think it'll be a hard game. I know what you say, you think that Hearts are a poor team, I still think it's a false position. I think they'll give us a hard game on Sunday, and I still stick by my 2-1, mate. I think, and most say we'll struggle. I'm hoping, and it'll be a good game. I think it will be, but I think it'll be a hard game for us. They'll be up for it, as every team is when we go and play them, or they plays anywhere. So I'm going for 2-1, mate.
As I said before, by the way, when Rangers win a league, right? When Rangers win a league, Rangers really do win a league. When that other scum mob win a league, it's no great big deal because the teams don't play the way they play against us. They really don't. They kid on the day, but they really don't. So when Rangers actually win a league, that is an achievement. It really is. Because we've watched teams. I mean, I've been up there. I don't know how many times I've watched teams up at Ibrox, the same as the rest of you, and going, good grief, look at them. What a football this more. Partick Thistle were famous for it. Used to come up there and play some great football. You're like, why do they win leagues playing football like that? But they only do it against the Rangers. You're like, if you could do that again like every second week or every third week, you'd be winning leagues, you'd be winning Scottish Cups, you'd make Europe. But they don't. They only raise their game against us. And as Stevie said, it's the Glasgow Rangers, isn't it? It's us, isn't it? We're the big noises. Even when we're in the third division, we're still the big noises. So, hey ho, we'll still do it on Sunday. I'm convinced we'll do it on Sunday. Anyway, Stevie, we are the Glasgow Rangers. We're the big noises.
We are the big boys. You're totally right. We're the big bananas, man. We're the top of the food chain, and they all know it. And they had us wavering for a wee while there because they were wee journey we were on, and now we're back, and they're all over the place. They're looking for anything to bring our club into disrepute. They'll not let us move forward with all the initiatives that we're trying to do to move forward with the times. They're hiding stuff themselves in the east end of the city. It's unbelievable how the press are digging and bringing that out. Our club is the top of the food chain, and there's no two ways about it. And we're coming back. And as Stardog said, this is the start of the Gerrard era, the soonest era, and this is going to even be better because of the journey that we've been on, guys. Let's be honest. The Rangers fans have suffered a lot the last 6 years. Listen to the cockiness, people tying scarves, wiping noses, making gestures to us. We've been to hell and back, but who have we got to thank for it? Nobody bar ourselves, guys. And every man should be proud that we put the blue penny. We've supported all the wee teams right through and kept them all going with the blue dollar. And we've got nothing to be ashamed of. We are proud as punch to be Bears, and it's going to be brilliant in the run-up to the end of this season. And see if we do it, I'm no kidding you on, Myra Hingley will not see me for a week. There you go.
By the way,
Bridge. Your telly will be getting smashed. Mrs. Bridge will be putting her
tell me about it. You don't need to tell me about that. Gee whiz. You know, I think we need to realise that the war's no done yet, mate. I think we all need to realise that this war, we've won a couple of wee minor battles and scuffles, but we've no won any war yet. The war is still raging, and I think we all need to realise what we're up against here, by the way. We're up against a formidable foe here. No them as a football team, that's nothing. I'm talking about all the other stuff that goes on in Scottish football and goes on against the Rangers. We're against something that I don't think we've all quite grasped yet. If you look at what's happening to Big Boyd, because he comes out and criticises in an Old Firm game and criticises one of his players about a football reason now, about a genuine football reason he was talking, and look what's happening to him. They've now went out their way to try and slaughter that man and get him off the telly. Get him kicked out his punditry, and this is what you're up against. This is the power of these people that you're up against. So don't think and don't rest back on my laurels and think we've won anything yet. Won a football game, won a title, or won anything else, or won a war. We're up against a right formidable foe, and we're fighting a tank with a feather here. By the way, we need to get some allies. We need to start organising ourselves smarter and getting allies on our side, because we ain't going to do this ourselves. This is too big. This is getting beyond. And I think, personally, I know I'm ranting here, I know I'm taking us away after a tangent here, but I think we need to take this outside the country, because in this country, we ain't going to get a fair crack at the whip. Sorry, guys, but we're not.
I think, I've been saying it for a long time, we're not quite strong enough, but I'm absolutely delighted we've managed to get off our knees and stand up. And for the last couple of seasons, under Mr. Gerrard's tutelage, we're getting there. We're still not quite, I agree with you, Albert, we're not quite strong enough. Politically, I think our strongest man is going to stand down this year, Mr. King. I don't know what we've got what they've got in mind for a new chairman who it's going to be permanently, and that's got to be decided. But we need somebody. Pardon?
Douglas Parks.
Douglas Parks. As long as he needs to be strong, he understands what's going on in Glasgow and round about it. He's had a couple of years with the club, so he's got. As long as he's strong, and we need strength, and then obviously we need some finance and all the rest of it goes with it. And you're absolutely right, Albert. We don't know what we're up against, really. We just don't know. But from a support perspective, there isn't any Bears anywhere in the world now that doesn't know what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. We're all in for it, and I mean that sincerely. One of our biggest problems is we are our own most severe critics, and we criticise our team at the drop of a hat, and that's the truth. I don't mean me personally or you personally, but as a support in general, we tend to criticise. That's that, bud.
That is football. That is football, Bridge. We're supposed to do that.
We've got very high standards, Bridge, and you're right. You're totally right. Something goes pear-shaped, the Bears are out at like a rash, and sometimes we've got to stand back and take a deep breath sometimes. You're totally right there, Bridge. I totally agree with you.
We need to be joined together, because that's what they're like. As Albert says there, they come out en masse. What numbers do we need? Many emails do we need? And get it all done. Get petitions raised up. Whatever they've got to do, they're doing it. And they're doing it in numbers. And Albert's it right. You're not going to beat that. You're just not going to beat that cohesion. Off the park, that is, So, but we need
to organise, by the way. We will get eventually organised, but
of course.
We're needing organisation, because at the moment we are definitely fighting a tank with a feather, and we're not winning this. At the moment we're not winning. We can win it, but we're not winning at the moment, because you look at what's happened to the 29th there to the day. You're getting good grief. Get a grip with your girl. We're all sitting there going, oh, come on now. Behave yourself. You're beating a football game. To them, it's not a football game. To them, it's political. Stevie's been on this for long enough. It's political. It's more connotations about than football now. It's way beyond that.
And you're sitting, they're pulling mental health card, they're pulling racist card, they're pulling the sectarian card. They pull every card out the. I mean, Griffiths walked off that part. What he done is 100% wrong. He's now the victim. You're going, that's unbelievable how they can twist that round.
You're playing the victim card. That's a new one for them, isn't it?
Oh, well, that is. Somebody must have lent them one of them because they wore out the other one.
Yeah, it's still right.
Can I say this one behind you, Albert? My dad always told me, we'll get back to the football, my dad always told me the Roman Catholic Church is more than a religion, it's a political power, and it's involved in everything. And you believe me, they're singing off one hymn sheet, and we're no. To that end, you're totally right. We need to start looking outside and thinking outside the box. But I've been saying it for the start of this, for even before that, about we're getting refereed at a different level, where people are getting looked at on a different level, and it's time we woke up, totally woke up. And there is things in the background, just to reassure you, Albert, there is a lot of things going on now in different organisations starting up to counteract it. So, but listen, let's talk about Sunday. Let's get back to
Yes,
it.
please. Yes, please.
That's Stevie. That's beer. That's me with beer. You better not give me beer. You better leave me alone.
You'd better with a cup of gold cap, Albert.
I've just had a message, Albert.
You're right, mate.
There's waiting for you, Albert. You've got 2 minutes to get up his stair.
Go to that swing.
Oh, I tell you, I'm going on my swing tonight. That's definitely going on my swing tonight. The sash is getting pulled in and I'm on my swing, by the way, and I'm going to hit the ceiling.
Make sure you do it right.
Oh, it's workies. It's worky uppies. It's no pushies.
That's all right then. How's it going on Sunday, Albert? What's the result?
4-0, mate. I'm convinced that we've had our 5 weeks off now. We've had the 2 giggles there with that Stranraer and St Mirren. And we didn't play well in both games. I know the first game was only half a team or half a first team, but the second game was the full team. But I'm convinced now we'll be in our stride, and the harder the opposition, the better we play. And I'm talking from a football point of view. I'm not just talking about a harder opposition, they all stand behind the ball type crap, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely convinced we'll slaughter them. As you say, we turn up, we play, we win. And I believe it's going to be 4-0.
JFK.
Hard game, I think. I can see where optimism comes from, Albert, but I'm still going for a hard-fought 2-1, mate. I think it will still be a hard game for us. Always is at Tynecastle. I know but the last couple of games are 8-0. One we drew as well, but no, I'll go for a 2-1. 2-1 will do me. I'll be happy with that going on to the next game against Ross County. So a double for.
Defence has been brilliant, mate. That starts impressed me. So I'll go 2-0. But a hard fought 2-0, a close 2-0.
All right.
2-1 for me, Ox.
What's that, mate?
2-1 for me, and I'm going for Katic and Aribo with the goals.
All right, okay. What about you, Mr. Fox?
I think it'll be 2-0 for Rangers. I think it'll be, I kind of agree with Jimmy, it might be a wee bit harder than we think. New manager in, they've got a couple of new players, they're at home. So it might be a wee bit of a battle, but we'll find a way to win and beat them.
Find a way to win. That's what it's all about, Fox, at this time of the year.
It is indeed. Wins that matter. We don't know how we'll perform. As Albert rightly says, we've had a couple of games there we haven't been too brilliant in, but we've found a way to win, and that's all it's important at this time of the season, is getting the W's on the board.
Absolutely, pal, 100%.
Do you remember last year, Bridge, when they kept going on about Stevie G? Can they get 3 wins in a row? They've not mentioned these 6, have they?
No, nobody's got. They're fear to speak about him. They're fear to speak about him, right? For some reason or other, they don't want to talk about him, other than he's a nice guy or whatever. The platitudes are going to come out with.
I heard one in Ox that Defoe has scored in every year since 2000. That's him scored the top.
Wow.
In top divisions every year for 2000. No mention of that. No mention of that. I mean, that's some going, by the way.
We've won 6 in a row, but what is that? We're undefeated now in the league. Is that 16, 17 games now in the league undefeated?
Maybe more than that.
You know that?
Maybe more than that.
I hope it's 16 out of 90.
We're playing Hearts on Sunday, and Hearts are 39 points behind us, and we've got 2 games in hand over them.
You think you can catch Bridge?
I'm saying that it's a hell of a distance. And
Well, they're not
as you said,
catching us.
no, they're not going to catch us, but you know what? I think it's quite tricky. It's the worst I've ever seen. Well, that I've ever looked at a league anyway, league table, and see Hearts away down at the bottom. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Not that I've seen every league table in the world, but I know they've been relegated and so on and so forth. But it seems at this stage of the year, there's only 6 months into the season type of thing, and they're right down the bottom, struggling. I doubt very much if they'll put up too much against us. They must
but
be a pretty good team.
That's when teams can be at their most dangerous.
Oh, absolutely. I'm under no illusions.
Because if it's a middle of the table club, they're just trying to keep themselves in that middle. No, but they're going to be every game's a
scrum for every goal.
For them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
you know.
Absolutely.
So that's for.
I'll go for a 1-0 anyway. I'll go for a 1-0.
Why are we surprised at that?
We need 3 points. I don't care. We need 3 points. Just get 3 points.
Who's your scorer, Brad?
I'll go for Defoe.
That'll do.
He's a smashing me scorer. We just know our inside forwards are number 10s and 8s or whatever you call them. We're not quite getting where he is on the pitch. We're just not getting it. And not a whole number of times we had the ball and we're trying wee flicks and tricks here inside the box, and you're just no reaching them. So you're trying a wee soft pass about 6 yards, 5 yards, and there's 6 people just blocking that ball, you know. But we need to do something a wee bit smarter than that. Some boys were trying to chip it over, and they weren't getting it. You could see maybe three or 4 feet away from him, you know. The best way to do it. Sorry?
You've got to remember, I know, that the puddle drinkers playing Saturday, so they'll have the momentum. Well, they'll probably take a barrel load off of Ross County, so they playing Saturday, and that puts them 5. So we need to make sure we keep it at 2.
Oh, and they'll let us know that, won't they? Their press will let us know. Absolutely.
But we need to make sure that Sunday's a win. Foremost, no, the players should know that. They all know that. No, the puddle drinkers playing Saturday, so they'll romp that, I would imagine. So that puts them 5. So the game on Sunday's a must. But like Fox said, I think it'll be a hard game. They're in a false position and they'll be fighting for their lives. So every game for them in the near future's cup finals, and they'll.
I don't go with that, mate. I don't think you get false positions in the league tables, mate. They're at the bottom for a reason.
And the rank manager. That's how. Bought some donkeys, didn't he?
Well, I mean, they made the mistake with Levine and then the boy, but only time will tell.
She just on the mental thing. Jimmy was saying there, if the puddle drinkers win, then obviously tomorrow it's 5 hours going into Sunday. That was the same scenario when we went to Parkhead. So I think our team now are a lot mentally stronger than what they were last season. And I don't think that's going to be an issue. I think the issue is Sunday, if we get chances, we've got to take them. You know, and that's it. We take our chances, we win. You know, that's it. Because we create how many chances per game on an average. So
tell you what, guys, the 2 centre backs always like a goal against Hearts. Big goals in Ancartage. They've both scored a couple of times against Hearts.
I went for Catties the Revo, didn't I? So I'm thinking a set piece, a corner, the big man, both the big crazy.
Big Golson scored 3 against them, and Catich has got a couple against them and all.
Flanagan a hat trick.
Oh, you've been up the stairs, are you back?
I'm back, aye. I shouldn't have took that, or I should have left that alone.
Oh, brilliant.
Jimmy never told us he was doing a delivery service for the Rasta Ferry, no hope.
was up at your door. Do you not see me?
You need to get that vintage at Bridge was on last night.
I'm an odd stalker.
Oh, dearie me. That was brilliant last night.
I had a wee chuckle today listening to it. Brilliant. I was doing an Ireland.
What do you mean? Are you still taking the iron in, mate? I've got a bag here you could do.
I'll finish my iron for 12 o'clock, eh?
You're quite good, aren't you? You do an ice crease, GFK.
I am good, mate. Hey, Big Steve will tell you, when you're in a band and you want to get there looking smart, you make sure that uniform's got a crease right down the middle of the trews. So you get a lanyard on looking right. Heck.
Shockers.
Good upbringing, mate. That's the way to do it.
Anyway,
know the
that
difference
time in the evening. On you go, Stevie.
I was just going to say, you know the difference between a buck to a drum and an iron board? It doesn't cost you to open an iron board's legs.
I know I'm pretty sure that.
Absolutely shocking.
Shocker, Rooney.
You're live radio, Stevie.
It's the Waynes don't listen in after 9, Bridge. Come on now, give a back credit.
What can I say?
Fox says you'll need to explain that one to him. Bridgeman, we've reached that time of the evening.
Aye, what can you say is when really and truly, it was a marvellous night again, Oxtear. Well done, Foxy as well. Really, really good. All the guys in the panel that came on, phone-ins, brilliant. Can I just say this to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, on Rangers Radio. Huge game, biggest game of our season coming up on Sunday. Everybody, keep it going for the Rangers. Get up there and give them loudy. Mollocate them. Keep it going.
Well, thanks for that, Bridge. Thanks for everybody for joining us on the call tonight. All there, Stevie, Fox, Bridgeman, Stardust, and JFK. Thanks to everybody that took part in the lobby. Thanks to everybody that's listening. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon with a pre-match show. Rangers away to the Hearts at Tynecastle. Take it away, All School Blue.
Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. Won't you come and cheer us? Help the boys along. White and blue, coming through with a song. Oh, Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show the world how to play, for we are Rangers, okay. We'll be there to do it, do it if we can. Win the cup, hold it up in our hands. Easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. Football is the game that we play all over the world. Rangers, easy, okay. Look out, everyone, we're on our way. We can show